This is modern Earth. For eons, magic, advanced technology, and other strange phenomena have remained hidden from people like you and me. One day in March 2019, all of that changed with the unveiling. 10-foot-tall metal insectoid creatures arrived through portals and wrought destruction. Zed, Goose, Tyke, and Carl fought the horrors, but in the chaos, a mysterious company called IS Corp seized the opportunity and traded protection for power and resources. Our heroes saw them for what they really are: evil. They turned an IS Corp agent named Fitz to their cause, and now they fight IS Corp as they uncover the source of the attack on our realm. Welcome to another episode of RPGs Anonymous. I'm Zachary, and I'm your game master.
Hiya, I'm Aaron. I play Carl Nelson. Anything worth doing, that can be done later, guys.
Hey, I'm Colby, and I'm playing Shane Goose Bailey, causing all this upheaval because IS Corp is evil.
I'm Nick, and I play Dr. Zed. Oh, hey there. Do you need a salve for that?
And I'm Jacob, playing Tyke, formerly known as Steve Stevenson.
And let's all roll some dice because we are
RPGs Anonymous. Smash that right in the done button, baby.
God, why do we even try this?
One takers.
Yep, that's all it took, guys. That's the professional one we send out.
How on earth is it worse than I thought it would be? That's the part I don't understand.
Dude, that's like a good family Christmas dinner right there.
We are RPG.
Yep. You're going to fix that in post, right?
Well,
yeah, I'll fix that in post. Yeah.
About the audio medium is that it's uneditable.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. What happened last time, guys? What happened? What do you guys remember?
A mech suit
notes.
beating the tar out of me.
Yes, a mech suit trying to put Goose in its pocket. Yep.
Yeah, I remember talking to a little figurine and walking through a door.
Yeah,
and then something like exploding on me.
You did some jumping through a cityscape, running from purple globule things.
I did that,
before that. That was cool. And then you saw some after images of your high school times, and then Dr. Romanoff appeared in your weird dreamscape thing, cyber dreamscape thing, and shot you with some purple energy. And that was unpleasant. See, what about the rest of y'all? You guys were dealing with Tyke in the dream world, fighting you with a mech.
Yep. Which ended up getting blown through a wall in the direction we needed to go.
Yeah, convenient.
Yeah. So Zed, pretty much the entire last episode, Zed was fighting with a big dark maelstrom, dark red maelstrom in the corner of the room, pushing energy out on you guys. He's kind of holding it back, and then it exploded partway through. And Ajax was unconscious, and all y'all were blasted away through a wall towards the other side, and that's kind of where we ended with everything going.
Let's not forget that Goose exploded a magic box and infused Zed with all kinds of superpowers. Mm-hmm. I hope. Green magic.
The last part was very explicitly stated.
Yes, it was. Okay, let me just... Oh gosh. Stretch.
Let's see. What do I spend that 5 experience on for the next 10 minutes?
Yeah. Pixie was talking about possible TPK, and I'm like, tonight could be the night for us too.
I am at 1 wound, so
I was there last week.
When we ended, everybody had passed out. Tyke, you were in this cyberspace, dream space thing. Dr. Romanoff standing in front of you. She finally solidified and put some attacked you with some dark purple energy that wrapped around you, and you feel pain like you've never felt before. And then outside in the real world, the maelstrom of this red electric lightning energy exploded because Goose exploded this little box that whipped some energy around Zed, Zed was able to condense the Maelstrom down again, but that made it like double back and exploded with energy. It pushed everybody except for Zed farther away from it. It just threw Tyke in the mech suit, Carl and Goose and the Fitz and the scientist guy just threw you guys through the wall where you entered in this room from. It threw Ajax away from its epicenter, so now Ajax is now laying unconscious at Zed's feet, and everybody is passed out at the moment except for Zed. Zed, you are I guess you're sitting here, right? You're still in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm in the wheelchair unless I fell out of the wheelchair.
I think it's kind of funnier if you're still in the wheelchair.
I've locked the wheels so I can't move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so. I think you're sitting in the wheelchair and you have this gold aura around you, and then swirling outside of this gold aura, you have this brilliant gold and green energy that has just exploded out of this little jewelry box and is swirling around you. And the Maelstrom is on the other side of the room, and it is pushing up against you, and you have these like two large beams of energy smashed up against each other, and every like couple moments there's just a pop and an explosion of energy coming off of this. And Ajax is unconscious right at your feet. He's still a big huge old doggo, and all of your friends seem to be unconscious right in the other room. You can see just barely out of the corner of your eye that Jacob inside, or not Jacob, Tyke inside the mech is being like bound with this like purple energy, and you are sweating and struggling to just hold this Maelstrom back. You feel it is trying to just run rampant, like a nuclear explosion. It is trying to just destroy everything in its path, and you are the only thing holding it back. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to inject Ajax with Dr. Zed's Get Going salve. And so medicine.
Is that the new name for it? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. You're injecting a salve? That's horrifying.
It's all purpose, okay? Yes,
purpose.
Do your medicine check. He's above his threshold, so I believe that makes it a hard.
Oh my.
And then you will upgrade it 3 times because you're concentrating on the Maelstrom.
Yep. That's right. And I had a blue die from the aura.
Yes, you have a blue die from the aura.
Oh no, I dropped one.
Oh no.
Well, we'll roll a different one. Sorry.
Dropping dice. We should write and record a song about dropping dice on the floor.
Well, that would be like crazy. Okay. So we've got cancel.
Just getting my dice out while we do that.
I got 4 successes. I have no idea where that other die went. Oh well.
Is that it? Everything else washes? Just 4 successes? Okay, cool. 3 successes. You will succeed. That gives him 3 wounds back. He was just over his threshold, so that will bring him up. He has, I think. No, I'm not going to give you that because you just got straight three successes. He's still in really bad shape. He picks himself up and he looks dazed, just absolutely confused as heck. And he just like I don't know if you've ever had a dog that is on drugs, like sedatives and stuff, like after surgery or something. They're totally off, totally not themselves. And this is kind of what Ajax is looking like. He just sort of like looks around, and he sees the Maelstrom, and then he kind of sees you, and then he just like stands there doing nothing. For a moment. What is his discipline actually? Why don't you roll me a discipline check against 2 red and 2 black?
I don't think he's very disciplined. He's kind of a dummy when it comes to discipline. Let's see. Okay, it's willpower. It's not awful. It's not great.
He ate through a wall. Drywall.
Exactly.
He ate through drywall. There is no discipline.
Yeah. He's determined. He's not disciplined.
Yeah, no. All right. Well,
It's always good when the dice hit the table and you say, yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. It's a great
It's
reaction.
1 success with 4 threats.
Okay, cool.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
So he has his faculties about him enough that he knows that this is a dangerous situation. And he knows that you are in danger. And so I think this groggy, adorable pupper sort of assesses the situation and then sort of like steps in, like kind of in front of you, to the side of you, between you and the Maelstrom, and like does like a woozy, like raising of hackles and standing their ground, and you hear this just like a very
like
groggy attempt at a growl.
The most pathetic growl ever.
Yes, it is the most pathetic, adorable growl ever. In any other circumstance, this would be the most adorable thing you've ever seen, but Ajax is trying to protect you from what is obviously the threat here. Everybody else, let's see. Why don't you tell me, Carl, Goose, and Tyke, what you guys are at as far as wounds and strain? I would like to know those numbers.
Carl is currently holding 4 wounds and 5 remaining strain. Those are both remaining numbers.
Yeah, I have 1 wound left and 8 strain left.
Okay.
I
And the Tyke
have 8 wound left, and for the purposes of inside the cyber world, I have 10 strain left.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, Jacob, Tyke, I think I want to do something with you right away. I think I'm going to roll for it, actually. What is your, if you were to roll a discipline check, discipline willpower, what would that check be?
Discipline. It would be 3 green and a yellow.
I'm effectively going to roll an attack on you right now. Because I think that is the best way to do this. Okay, so you are going to take 6 wounds, and I'm going to crit on you as well.
Oh. Don't forget your
Yeah, don't forget your soak.
All right.
Have you had any crits before this moment, Tyke? I don't think so, but okay. 5. Wow.
Ah!
All right. So you also suffer 1 strain, in addition to that.
Okay.
So that is what happens as this purple energy wraps around you. And I think you are still sort of in this like dream world area, and you are being like beset upon by this energy by Dr. Romanov. And I think everything around you starts to fade, sort of like Matrix style, where everything starts to become binary and disappear from your vision. And you are starting to like shift consciousnesses like back to being actually conscious. Until that fully happens, you will act as if you are staggered, I believe, for 3. So anything you can begin to take actions in the actual real world, but you will have 3 black dice for a few rounds until you are fully back into it.
Okay.
The thing that you start to notice as you are coming to very, very slowly is that at the moment, Carl and Goose seem to be stunned. They do not seem to be doing anything. And you can tell that you are in a mech suit and you are lying on the floor to your side. You are in a lot of pain. And Goose and Carl and Fitz and this scientist guy are all laying prone near you, not doing anything. What would you like
when this started, Carl was actually grabbing a hold of Tyke, so I would be the closest.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So Carl would be like still probably has a hand on you and is just like laying there right outside the mech, stunned, like not doing anything.
Okay. They're all prone. Let's try. I am going to try to heal Goose with my psychic healing powers.
Okay.
I love that I'm not the only healer anymore.
Yeah.
I currently love it as well.
Is this, if I remember correctly, this is the one that doesn't have the codified difficulty, or does it? I don't remember.
It doesn't have... I don't think it has a codified difficulty.
If you're handling it as a heal, it should probably be handled the same way that the Divine and the Primals handle heal.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, which I believe is base 2 difficulty. Unless they're above their threshold, then it's hard. So let's go with that, and then you'll upgrade it twice because you are in IS Corp. All magic is more difficult. And I'm going to give you, you've got your 2 black die for being still kind of strangely not fully conscious. So two reds and 2 blacks.
Didn't we have a whole bunch of blues? I could have swore we were at 3 blue last
the tablet.
episode.
You did. You have the tablet, the blue for the tablet, but you do not have the blues for being next to Zed anymore, because obviously.
Yeah, and then the one you get for me is just for combat rolls. So maybe he can twist this into he's attacking me with healing.
I'm gonna say no to that. So just one blue, 1 blue, 2 black, 2 red.
Okay.
And I believe this is wounds equal to the successes, and wounds equal to the successes, and strain equal to the advantages.
Yeah, so 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay, so you will regain 2 wounds and 2 strain. What does this look like, Tyke?
Yeah, I think this is that purple energy still swirling around me?
It is kind of still there, but it seems to be dissipating. It is, it's like wrapped around you, but it is like, it seems to have done mostly what it was going to do. And so it's like fading now.
Goose has green eyes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to say like I'm in the mech. So like the mech sort of grabs your arm and like lifts you up. Right, but your eyes and my eyes both sort of like flash green, and that's me sort of like transferring the hell. I don't know.
I have a terrified look in my eyes.
Yeah, I dig that. Yeah. So Goose is like stunned, and the mech starts to pick him up, and he's like, "No, not again!" And he starts to like twitch a bit, and then just your eyes, like you lock eyes, and your eyes flash green, and he like calms down a little bit, and you get a little bit like some of your wounds knit up, and you feel a little bit better, and the mech is being much more gentle now. So let's go to, since you were just healed, let's go to you, Goose. Same scene, everything going around, but now you're being held by the mech. You are pulling yourself out of this like stunned thing.
Say that when he healed me, I had a quick vision of Centaur Hank Hill come up to me. And
yes, in this,
and then I'm like,
yeah, in this,
and he's like, "Well, I'm Hank Hill from King of the Hill, Bobby." And I was like, "I've never watched that show," and then he just like neighs off.
yes, it's just this weird like momentary after image like vision thing that is like really strange, and you're barely conscious at the moment, so you're not sure if you're hallucinating it or if it like is a real thing or what's going on. But yes, you definitely see that, and you come to, and you're being held by a mech. And yes, what would you like to do, sir?
And can I see Tyke is awake now?
Yes, yeah, he is no longer like slumped, like doing the mech thing. He is now seems to be conscious.
All right.
You also see that this like dark purple bands of energy around him, and they're like fading, and he looks really strained. Like he looks like he has had a rough.
Oh yeah,
time.
What's my actual strain now?
Put it at 2 for now.
Okay. All right.
Since technically you were at 0, but you got a little bit of a rest, but then I did some stuff to you, and you did some spells, and we'll just, yeah.
Actually, I forgot to type it down. How much did you heal me?
2.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
I ask him, please let me down.
I just drop you immediately, just like release.
Okay. Definitely land on the ground.
No, I just like damn it, sorry, there's like just instant torque, just like it's like immediate.
There's no in between.
Yeah, I guess I look around, notice Zed is not quite with us. And
not even close.
Yeah, like peek back, run back to where we came from, to not like inside, but just peeking in the door to see where he's at.
Yeah, you can see he is in the center of this room. Ajax is standing wobbly, like not really, like in front of him, towards the Maelstrom, and you can see he's got like his hackles up. And
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did that explosion not like knock anything else over?
Oh, it super did. Like everything is chaos.
Okay.
Like the entire like biolab is like, or arcane lab, sorry, that you guys were in, has been like pushed and moved, and a bunch of stuff has been knocked over. I think it is hard to like tell if there are any consequences to that, because this Maelstrom, the big red like lightning storm thing on one side of the room, is taking up like 60% of the room and pushing farther around, and on the edges of the walls it is like climbing and clinging and moving even further along. And then in the center of the room you have Zed, that is this just big swirling golden energy and big swirling green gold energy pushing back. And so like the vast majority of what you can see is this like crazy energy swirl and like fighting each other, and the Maelstrom is like pushing back and pushing along the sides and getting even closer, and you guys are like 150 feet away from where Zed is, and like all of this stuff is like pushing back, and you can feel this like wind and pressure and force coming from all of this, and it does not look particularly great, and you like a lot of the room is occluded inside. But yes, everything is in utter chaos and mess. You can see just in the like front bit of the area there's like down tables and stuff like that, and you could probably surmise that some of the arcane stuff in there is in a bad way.
Oh yeah, this is a room full of magic items, and magic items explode.
Yep. Which we have codified many times now. Yes. Which let me restate, every couple of moments you see these pops and crackles and explosions all over the area, and they seem to be like centered around this point where Zed's energy and the Maelstrom energy are pushing up against each other, and there are just these, every once in a while there's these explosions that happen around it, and it is just absolute chaos.
Okay, I guess.
So that's what you see, Goose.
Yeah. Look back to Tyke and be like, can you pilot this mech and lay down in front of Dr. Zed?
Lay down in front of? Yeah. I do a little dance in the mech suit to let you know that I can pilot everything. Just do like a...
Yeah, that you can like do everything,
Yeah.
do everything around.
The worst thing about this, the ceiling.
Yeah, you like punch up into the ceiling a bit, and it's like bam, 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 and you're like, oh, okay. But like the weird thing is, you don't 100% know how you're controlling it either, because you like started controlling it when you were unconscious. You're just doing it, so you're not like playing with controls or whatever. Like maybe you are a little bit or whatever, but like they're not the right controls. You're just like moving it, and it moves exactly how you want it to, but you have no real idea how you're doing it, except that it's probably some sort of like magic telepathy bullshit.
Well, yeah, I'll go help Zed. I just want to like start booking it that way. Where's Carl?
Carl is right next to the mech right now.
On the ground at your feet, basically.
Oh, I'm gonna
on the ground at your feet.
You stomp on Carl. And
No. I want to like pick him up and just sort of like sling him over my shoulder. Like I'm going to bring him with me because he'll be helpful later.
Okay,
God,
all right,
we're all
Carl,
gonna
you are
die.
slung over his shoulder.
I'll be helpful later. Like a woman's handbag. You know, like the clutch she takes in her purse
Yes.
to the dinner.
You pick up Carl like you would pick up a bag of holding. Oh, this might be a good idea to bring along or whatever. Yeah. Foomp, sling it over your shoulder. Let's go. So Carl, that is about the moment that you are jarred into being able to do things. You are unstunned a bit as you are slung over the mech's shoulder, and Tyke starts starts to take a couple of steps towards the Maelstrom energy. You can tell it is slow going. Tyke, you realize it is taking like a lot of this mech's power just to push towards the thing because of all of the force coming towards you. And Carl, you are unstunned. You are now able to do stuff, and you are slung over the shoulder of the mech. What do you do?
Try to get down. I don't want to ride this thing. It literally just busted through walls, so it's not a good thing to be on when it flies.
Okay. Yeah, you can get down. That's fine.
So there'll be a gentle struggle, and Carl.
Yeah, I don't resist.
Grunting audibly.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you like slumping over his shoulder. He's like, no, and you like he starts climbing down.
I'm going to pick up my rifle. That is important. Must have. Don't have to worry about the crook and flail. Those are already in my hands.
Yep.
Oh man, I should have grabbed the
going
rifle.
the opposite direction of the Maelstrom. Towards where the hall has been opened up.
Okay.
And going to secure the exit of this area. We need to keep going to the server room. I don't know where it's at, but it's obviously not in that room full of magic.
Yeah, it's obviously not in that direction.
And there's a mech going that direction that pretty recently just hastily exited that area. So
yeah,
I'd like to be over here.
Okay, yeah. So you go that direction, and you get near to the edge of this room, and you all begin to feel rumbling coming from the area that Zed and the Maelstrom are from, and you can see the red part of the Maelstrom on the edges is like pushing even further. It's pushing above on the ceiling. It is pushing on the sides. It is basically going around where Zed is, trying to hold it back, and you can see it pushing into the ceiling and into the walls, and you see cracks begin to form as well. And the cracks begin running along the ceiling and running along the walls, and there is a rumbling, and you can tell that there is going to be a collapse very soon. Zed, what are you doing?
Maybe that'll get us to the server room.
No. Reinforce. And I would like to reinforce the entire room. Like turn it into steel or something, or titanium.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's call that average. Upgraded a total of let's see, it was 3 last round. It'd be 4 this time for holding the Maelstrom. Yeah, let's just call it 4. Yeah,
why didn't we
upgraded
just sit
4 times
in the woods and having him turn rocks into titanium and selling it?
I didn't know I could do it.
It's all the stress that has made him figure out that he can do it. So.
There is blood just pouring out of his nose, and like he's not in good shape either.
He's in a wheelchair.
Before you finalize those results, Zed, I'm actually going to give you a choice real quick. Do you want to make a separate roll for holding the Maelstrom back, or do you want me to make this roll more difficult?
Ooh. You could make it more difficult. I think I could still succeed with what I got.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to add on 2 more upgrades and 2 black die. So you're essentially doing them
That's
at the same time.
That's adding a lot more than I thought, but okay.
And for the folks that are watching the Twitch stream and possibly YouTube later and listening to the podcast, our dice have good dice and bad dice, and every time we roll, we weigh those on our skills. And Zed drops his dice all the time, so
yeah, I need
we get successes and failures, and we get threats and advantages on these dice, and those decide how well we do in these actions. So that is what these dice noises are for.
Okay.
Why are you deciding right now to tell the people this?
Because we have new people listening who don't really know what the dice mean.
I guess that's true. Also, if you find it difficult to learn in the moment, I certainly do. I like to go and figure stuff out, and then come back to it. We actually have a couple episodes explaining how to play Genesis. You can find those on our YouTube channel, RPGs Anonymous. We have one where we explain dice pools, all the dice pool stuff that we're doing. We have one where we do other stuff. I forgot.
We make a character.
We make a character. Yeah. We build the character, and then we have producing protagonists where we build well-known characters in the system of Genesis, which is also cool.
So
how's that roll there, Zed?
Really cool. Not really. It's bad. It's real bad, guys. I succeeded by 1 with 1 threat, 2 despairs, and a triumph.
Okay. 1 success, 2 threats, 1 despair.
1
threat, 2 despairs, a triumph, right?
And a triumph. Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the good news is that the part of the wall and the ceiling where the Maelstrom is touching, all you can see it turn into this like shining black and polished metal, and it like reinforces, and the Maelstrom is like not able, like whatever, like the rumbling continues, but it is not imminently coming down. It is not right this moment coming down, which is different from where it was a moment ago. I think the despairs are that the Maelstrom completely and totally it has lost one of the pathway of least resistance to get around Zed, so it pushes around. Zed uses a lot of this energy to do this, and it pushes around him and completely encompasses one side of him, so that there is now like 30 solid feet of Maelstrom between the rest of you and Zed. And I think it continues pushing even farther, so now the mech is engaged with the Maelstrom. And it is short range with Carl and Goose. So you are right up on it, and you can feel you are being pushed. It is like being next to like literal active lightning happening. It is very uncomfortable. It's and very dangerous and probably bad. I'm just gonna straight up ask you what you think the triumph looks like. What do you want from that triumph?
Are we still psychically connected?
Yeah, I think while
you could be now.
Yeah, I think while Tyke's up, that's basically a given that he is just kind of passively maintaining this like psychic group chat.
For flavor, can we say that the message to you in the Maelstrom right now is very staticky?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, anything that Zed hears from you guys is like really staticky and weird, and Zed's voice comes across as the same to you guys. That's really good.
Despair suck. All right. So yeah, with the triumph, I think I want to seal the room, like just completely sealed off, and then I'll tell Tyke, like, y'all need to get away. I don't think I'm going to get out of here.
Okay, not where I thought you were going to go with that. I think that makes sense. I think, okay, so you're doing this spell to reinforce everything. I think it goes insanely well. The walls just like begin transmuting across everywhere with this thick, weird, sort of alien looking metal that just crawls. In fact, it looks almost a little bit like the exoskeleton parts of the horrors, just not a lot, but just a little bit. It kind of looks like that.
Gross.
And it just creeps along all of the walls and like grows like a crystal all around everything. And I think it completely cuts off all of the exits to that room in closing it. So now not only is there Maelstrom right there, but so Tyke, you're standing there, you're feeling this force of the Maelstrom, but then this like crystal metal grows in front of it, and you are not in immediate danger from the Maelstrom, but the room that Zed is in is completely closed off, and you no longer have eyes on him either. All of the like viewing windows and everything completely, everybody loses eyes on him. You still have the mental connection to him at the moment, but now you guys are completely separated by this like really strong like titanium plus crystal metal thing. So I think what do the three of you on the outside do?
I'm picking up that scientist.
What's Fitz doing?
Picking up the scientist?
Yeah, I was going to pick up that scientist and shake him awake and point him at the door and say, we need to get out of here or you're going to die.
Get out of... yes, this looks very bad. Who are you guys again?
We just broke through one wall, but the door's in our way. We have to leave.
Okay.
We are the people trying to stop that magic from killing everybody. Run.
Cool. Okay, don't gotta tell me twice. And he starts like turning to go in the opposite direction. of the Maelstrom and the metal and everything.
I'm assuming there's another door in the way. That's why I'm pointing him that direction. And then Carl's definitely going to turn around and look at the other guys and obviously see the stupid wall.
What's the structural integrity of like the floor that we're standing on look like?
I mean, about the same as you guys have seen before. Like it is, it's like a standard concrete thing reinforced with stainless steel. It also, because you guys are in this like lockdown thing, all of these stainless steel panels of everything have like slammed into place. So pretty much everything is like stainless steel. The floor though is still mostly concrete, like standard, which is why Zed was able to blast through it. It is reinforced. You guys know that from melting through it the first time, but generally standard.
Yeah, I don't think my mech's gonna be able to beat his way through it.
I think in the head shout out to Zed, double check to make sure he is alive when we get cut off. Zed, are you still there?
Yeah. Still alive.
Don't go be a martyr. And I think I point at both Tyke and Carl and say, can you try to like break down the wall? And I start looking for like a vent to crawl through or something.
Okay. I'm just going to point at the scientist who's at the door with his key card.
Yeah, let me paint a picture real quick. You guys are in this like transcendental magical arcane lab area. The door that you guys came from was like the physics lab and stuff like that. Oh no, that's where you guys dropped in. Sorry, excuse me. Went to chem lab, and then you went back around, and now you guys are in the transcendental thing. So the Maelstrom is...
We broke that room too. So,
you broke that room too, and it's all crazy. The Maelstrom is in the direction that you guys were heading when you entered in the arcane lab. But so you guys were blasted into what looks like offices. That is what the Maelstrom and the explosions and everything blasted you guys into, like these like scientific offices, like office area. So that is the room you're in. There are two exits, one to the north and one to the south. The Maelstrom's like epicenter is to the northern end of the room you were just in. You guys are like to the east of that, so you guys can go north, but that is technically closer to the Maelstrom. You don't know what's up there, or you guys can go like southwest. Basically, you have those two options.
I shoved the scientist the opposite direction of the Maelstrom. I don't like that. It's big and scary, and now it's just a big wall. So,
Okay. So yeah, he'll go up to that, and I need to find my stuff. Okay, he'll go up to that. He is going to attempt to get through the lockout. Like he uses his credentials, they don't immediately work or anything because again, lockout. So he's going to try and get through the lockout.
Now's a good time to find out what Fitz is doing.
Fitz is currently unconscious, or like not doing anything. Like he's still in the stunned state.
I guess I'll take the time to pick him up and drag him towards the door we're exiting from.
Okay, yeah, you do that. Do you want to try and wake him up, or like try and shake him awake or anything, or just drag him over there?
I'm gonna be shaking him when I pick him up, so if that happens, cool. I'm not gonna go out of my way to wake him up because I'm still having a hard time dealing with the fact that I'm awake.
Yeah,
Carl's a little woozy.
A little woozy. Okay. So let's break it down this way. What is the action, I guess, each of you want to take on the outside? We don't necessarily need to be in combat, but like we'll break it down like that. What is the action you guys each want to take? You're dragging Fitz over to the lockout door where the scientist is. You like got the scientist to do that. What about the other two? Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I was trying to see if there's any way I could get back to Dr. Zed.
Oh, that's right. You're looking for a vent to get back into the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a probably perception, but I would hear attempts for another skill if something.
Anything to do with Goose's lucky stuff.
Perception's just fine because that's coming. Okay. So I got 3 green and a yellow.
I'll take perception against a red and a purple, and I think that's good.
All right, that is 2 success, 3 advantage, and a despair.
Ooh, cool. Okay. So
Great.
yeah, there is you see a vent. It is you believe that normally this vent would be shut off, enclosed because of the lockdown, but for whatever reason, probably because of the damage you guys have caused, it is open and you can get in it definitely, but you can see that it is very Maelstormy in there. Not completely, but there are like every once in a while you can see these like spikes of the Maelstrom like flashing through it. So you think you could get into it, and you are certain that it would give you access to the other room, but you know that it is, at the moment at least, it is not protected from the Maelstrom. There might be some problems. So yeah, you can, if you would like, you can start doing that, but there's going to be some mechanically I'm probably going to be doing probably strain and or wounds to you while you're in there, but you can definitely get in there.
And the 3 advantage be that there's an extra like hazmat suit or something laying around, like the scientists wore while they were researching the horrors.
Sure. Let's see. You guys are technically in offices right now, so I think that is reasonable for there to be like some gear out here. Like, it's general hazmat gear that is supposed to be able to, like, it could be used for bio, it could be used for physics, it could be used for arcane, it could be used for anything on this floor. You weren't sure 100% what they use it for, but it may help. So yeah, you can start getting up into that if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll spend my time doing that.
So because this is offices, there are computers that are around.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
I am going to go to the nearest computer that I can find, and I sort of picture it like I see it through a window, and because I'm in the mech, I just sort of like barge through the wall, like.
Okay.
I was just gonna try and picture Tyke typing with the mech. Smash. Oh, that's oops. There's another one over there.
Yeah, no, I picture that the mech has some kind of weird, like, it's got like a data transfer to do like firmware updates and stuff like that.
So, like, hear me out.
Is it USB-C?
Puts its hand down to the keyboard, and then a little hole opens in the palm, and a tiny normal human-sized hand comes out, kind of like the extra head from the Alien and Aliens.
You terrify me. Stop.
That is so strange.
That is weird.
You're fine.
That makes me feel uncomfortable, but we'll go with it.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable, yes.
Okay, they can't all be winners.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to the computer, and I am going to do another, like, Hail Mary plea, searching for... Dan's still around, right? Like, what is he doing?
Dan is contained, living, extant in Fitz's, like bracelet HUD thing. Like, he's been with you guys the whole time.
Okay.
He's, like, been chilling in there, like, helping you out.
Okay.
But Fitz is currently like not.
Okay,
not,
so yeah, and then
awake.
So Dan is not connected to the network.
I would say no, not at the moment. No.
That stinks, because I was gonna try to do something with Dan. Where is Fitz?
Fitz is
Carl's carrying Fitz towards a door that the scientist.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm running towards Carl because I'm gonna get that freaking bracelet or whatever.
Okay.
Because I want to put Dan on the network.
Okay, yeah, you can go grab the bracelet off of Fitz.
That would be definitely when Carl stops moving, turns around, and puts down Fitz. Don't want to die.
I think we need to invest some group funds into like an extra large baby Bjorn for how often we have to carry.
Yes,
our teammates around.
Yeah, there is an unconscious teammate almost always. It's very inconvenient. Yeah, so I mean, how do you want to get this thing off of Fitz? You're in a mech.
I'm using the tiny, like, what will I'm sure look like infantile hands, like inside the mech palms.
Okay, this has
So
to not
terrifying.
look absurd. So I think what happens is like the like you like move the mech arms to your side and like press a button or whatever, and like these smaller like extendo arm things come out of a different part of it.
Or the mech has like a setting so it'll go on all four to go like really fast, and so I'm just sort of like hanging from it.
That's even a better mental
So,
picture.
like,
Great.
Great.
Looks, yeah,
Great.
kind of like a spider. Like,
Wonderful.
Fan art, please.
Cool.
Falling out of the cockpit if you weren't
Very
strapped
cool.
in.
yes.
Yeah, it like so it moves forward a little bit and like settles down, and the arms move back and the cockpit opens, so you're like really like right down on floor level with it, and the cockpit opens and you can like move it, and it's there you go. So you can just reach up and grab it off of his wrist. Once you do, it lights up and Dan appears and is like, hey, you guys have been quiet for a while. How's it going in there? Yeah, it seems bad from out here. It's very bad. Please give me some good news. Please give me any good news.
I can put you on a computer to see if you can help.
Help what? I've kind of got my hands full out here. Okay, it sounds like things are not going well in there. I was asking for good news. Can you please...
As I walk by back towards Goose, I'm going to say, well, we're not dead.
We aren't dead.
And, well, we're not
In the
dead.
background, Dan hears me shouting to Tyke, "Help me zip up the hazmat suit!"
Oh, God. This sounds very bad. This sounds
And
very
Carl
bad.
answers, I'm on my way.
I think I'm going to use a combo of like my weird technology extra sensory thing to just like bulk transfer like
Information?
yeah, like my memories
Okay.
to him.
That's cool.
Sort of,
That's really
As a
sick
Word
and
doc.
awesome, and I love it, but I have to make you roll for this.
File dump.
oh my god. I'm going to pass out again.
I can't...
Don't roll a despair, or you're accidentally gonna hit cut
Let's-
instead of paste.
Because this is a really simple thing, and
Delete the memory.
unless you fail the check entirely or get a despair, let's say this won't cost you strain, because this is really easy.
Okay.
I'm going to call it average with a black die because you haven't done it before, and it's not fully magic, so I'm only going to upgrade it once for IS Corp. So it'll be 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black, plus whatever your normal stuff is.
Okay. I'm going to destroy this.
Yeah, you're going to destroy this. So if you fail somehow, or if you get a despair, this will cost you strain. If you don't, then it won't.
Okay.
Goose, why are you putting on a hazmat suit?
What? To go get Zed?
You're going to fit through that hole in that giant yellow
No way.
turd you just put on?
I
Yeah,
didn't
and then me and him are gonna go fit right back.
You're making me real nervous.
I didn't get a despair, but I did get 2 failures. But I got 2 advantages.
2 failures, 2 advantages.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's gonna...
And almost all of these turned up blank.
Oh, man.
I know that feeling. I know
This
that
Like
is-
feeling.
holy crap.
So
That's fun.
you're gonna take 2 strain as normal for casting a spell
All right.
for this. So you're gonna go unconscious. I believe we're still in an encounter, so you don't have your talent, unfortunately. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me think about that.
Zed just hears the line go dead.
Yeah, The line just
Goose and Carl are outside the room talking to each other. You can hear us talking, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's just gone.
it just a complete disconnect.
Oh,
And
no.
so I think the advantages are that Dan gets enough to help in some way, not the way you wanted. He's not going to totally understand, but he gets enough to help in some way, and you go unconscious. So
In the mech, though.
in the mech, though, that's true. You were in the mech, so that's a good thing.
Bad.
In the seated
Dan takes over the max.
in the
what?
seated mech that is
In
now
the
sitting
seated
on the
mech,
ground.
Yeah. So I think I think that's okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I think the advantages is Dan is now in the mech. So Dan's going to start controlling the mech now. So the cockpit. So the rest of you see the cockpit closes. The mech stands up, and then you see it turns around, and you see a projection of Dan on the cockpit, and he goes like this. Okay, so bad news, boys. Your friend inside is unconscious again. The good news is,
bitch.
I'm now here to help, and the mech like points at itself. So all I got is that Zed's in there, and it's dangerous. Can you fill me in? What's going on here?
Giant magic bubble that's trying to explode and kill the entire building, and Zed was controlling it.
Okay.
Actually, you might say entire world, because we don't know, like...
That's a good point. You guys have no idea.
We don't know the extent of the crap we're in. We just are aware that it is a lot.
Cool. Okay, well, this seems...
It has been everlasting crap for the last couple hours. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Dan. Whatever.
This seems like it could be worse than the things I was going to tell you. So I'll update you on all of the awful things happening outside later. This seems like a bit more important. What can I do? I have no idea why Tyke thought I could help. What do you want me to do?
We need the security overrides dropped so we can get to the server to find out who killed Goose's wife, which is the entirety of the reason we are here. So if you could kill all the security, or possibly just use those arms like a can opener and break every door down between here and the server, that'd be smoking hot. I need to help Goose with Zed.
Cool. The second part I can do. If I could have dropped the security, I would have done it an hour ago when you guys tripped the frickin' alarm, okay? So I'm going to start can-opening these doors. You guys do what you're going to do. And he turns, he walks, you just grab, rip, open a door. He pushes the scientist dude aside and rips the doors open.
He needs to grab Fitz, though, because we still need Fitz to actually hack in.
Okay. All right.
So he's got Fitz just
we can worry about Fitz on the way out. I'm across the room.
Oh my god. Okay, so he just I think the mech just starts can opening doors. And he'll like between door openings, he'll move everybody that can't move themselves into the next room.
Goose, it looks like all the zippers and everything are done. Do you know I could probably just bring Zed out here? I've seen him do it a few times. It's not like it's rocket science.
Ooh,
indeed.
Yes.
You could take your hook, throw it in, and get Zed. I don't know.
Pull him out.
Yeah.
Yank.
Yeah, like Warner Brothers cartoons.
Why did you let me dress up if you could just do that?
I was 35 feet away on the other side of the room.
We are in each other's heads constantly.
Not
you just
anymore.
had to think.
While you guys are having this conversation, Zed, you are now completely and totally enclosed by this swirling green and gold energy holding back this red electric maelstrom. Things look bad. Your friends are ostensibly safe. You have crystalled off this room. Right now, this thing is contained in this room, but you are still exerting an absurd amount of energy to keep it from busting out. Ajax is still with you. What would you like to do, sir?
Teleport us both.
Okay.
Out of the room.
Right.
I can't take the wheelchair. It's me and the dog.
Okay. Do you remember what difficulty I set for the teleport, or does it have a base difficulty? Okay, I think it
has a base difficulty.
Okay, I'm gonna assume I put it at hard. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to give you the same choice this round as I did last round. You can either make 2 checks for the one to hold back the maelstrom. You can make 1 check that is much more difficult, or a bit more difficult.
I will make 2 checks in case I screw up and I'm still stuck in here.
Okay, so this is last round. It was a 4 upgrade. This round it will be a 5 upgrade. And to contain the maelstrom is a daunting task. So it will be 4 reds and a purple, plus your golden aura blue die, a black die from it expanding last round, because that was the despair. 4 reds, a purple, a blue, and a black.
And why didn't I mention this when we were in our heads? I just got here.
I just woke up.
Can we anime style think inspirational thoughts to him and through the power of friendship?
It's going to be really it's going to be really hard when you're staring at me with a drop dead look on your face and I'm trying to explain why I never thought of these things prior to walking over here.
Yeah, I need to take a picture of this.
Oh, that's never good. Or sometimes it is, I guess.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really bad. I mean, I don't know. This could be success. I haven't counted it out yet.
Oh, he's just taking a picture without
That's
knowing.
even worse, man. That's an even scarier thing.
Yeah, so that'll be in the Discord. All of you should join the Discord if you're not in the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord to see the
We
wildest.
talk about fun things.
Yeah, we do, in fact.
Like horrible dice rolls. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. You guys can.
Oh, no.
chatting.
Oh
no,
my
right?
gosh.
I don't think I've ever rolled this bad. That's a really bad failure. 3 failures and 3 advantages, 2 triumphs, and 2 despairs.
Okay. So this was to hold back the Maelstrom.
Good thing I chose to do 2 rolls.
Yeah, so the Maelstrom's gonna not be held back. Like that's the thing, because you failed at that. I think the triumphs, Mr. Zed here, are that I'm gonna let you try and teleport.
Okay. Do I end up in a wall for the despairs?
No, so I'm gonna let you still try and do the roll for teleporting, because that was for holding back the Maelstrom.
Oh, I thought
You accidentally swapped places with one of us. Now you have to choose.
No, it's worse than that.
No,
It's going to be worse than that.
2 of us.
So we'll get to the despairs in a moment. Let's have you just roll for the teleport. So I don't. I believe I put the teleport itself at hard, and then you will get the 5 upgrades from the Maelstrom, and that should be it, except the blue die for your thing. So it should be 3 red and 2 purple, I believe.
that's a lot of threat, guys.
Gosh, I really like that idea of having to pick which one of us you trade with.
Yeah, so I didn't succeed. I did fail because I have 0. I washed on that. But I have. Let's see. That cancels out. 2, 4, 5, 6 threats.
Okay, that's it. Just 6
I think I'm
threats.
toast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you got 2 triumphs on the last roll. Would 2 additional successes on this roll let you succeed?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do for you. The Maelstrom gets past your barrier and is enclosing on you. And you do not have the energy to send both of you. You get to send yourself or you get to send Ajax.
Oh.
I mean, it's got to be Ajax. He's literally sacrificed everything for this dog so many times.
What everybody on the outside sees is you can see the walls of this crystal metal like bulging out, and the pressure is becoming just too much. You can see everything cracking. Goose, I think you are now fully suited up, and you're still arguing with Carl, and you are climbing up into this vent, and you can see, and like everything is shifting and pushing out, and then all of a sudden the pressure just stops very suddenly, and the walls cave back in on themselves, and you just see cracks in this crystal metal form, and it starts to fall away to the point that you can start to see inside, and you see the Maelstrom begins to condense really, really quickly from the outside in and just shoots inward. And then you see this like mini explosion in the center of this green and gold energy, and then the Maelstrom just completely condenses into the center. And there's a blinding white light, and you see spots in your eyes, and it is very difficult to see anything. And when you blink them away, you can see inside this metal that was encasing the walls has been completely destroyed. It is littering the whole room, everywhere, these scraps of this, but it has been completely blasted away. In the center of the room is about soccer ball sized red orb that seems to be made of the energy that the Maelstrom it was made out of, but it seems to be stable, and it is just floating about a foot off the ground. Zed is nowhere to be seen, and you look around, and he continues.
Ajax is literally sitting right next to you, whining and staring at the red orb.
Yes. Yeah, he's sitting right next to you, and he's whining, and he does not seem to be strong enough to stand at the moment. Like Ajax seems to be weak. Like he keeps trying to like get up, but his like hind legs keep and he's like trying to get up. So he's just basically like half sitting, and he's whining, and he wants to go towards the red orb, and Zed is just nowhere.
Carl points at the dog. I can do that. I'm going to conjure Zed.
Ooh. This should be interesting.
Huh.
It's actually in the primal spell book. You can conjure an ally.
Conjure an
okay.
ally.
Okay.
Ooh, I have no idea what this is.
It's technically a summon, and it's technically easy.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna upgrade it twice for being an IS Corp. And I'm gonna give you. I'm just one red, one purple. That's it. Or actually, you said it was easy, right?
I'll put Ajax.
It was easy, yeah. It was one purple. So if you're gonna bump it twice, it's gonna be a red and a purple, right?
Yep, one red, one purple.
Yeah.
Here it is.
And then I am definitely adding my knack for it, which is removing black dice from primal checks. Because I'm assuming those were still here. Correct?
No, there were no black dice.
Okay. Well,
no
knack for it just removes black dice.
You know what? Yes, you did have black dice.
Yeah, you had 2 black dice, and now you removed
but they're
them.
gone now.
Take
We're
that.
gonna let it go that way.
What is?
And dice noises. Got to take off the glasses to see those.
This should be
There's a
slam
triumph.
dunk.
One success.
Triumph?
And
There
a triumph, a success, and a wash on the advantage, disadvantage.
Okay.
Man, we just had a lot of triumphs. Like, this isn't.
We're getting more and more.
tonight.
We're getting more and more yellow dice added to every roll because of our.
We've had a decent number of
powers.
despair as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Carl, you
I've
raise.
had at least 5 despairs so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been pretty. To be fair, you guys have been dealing with this is by far the most upgrades I've ever thrown at you. This Maelstrom thing. So, Carl, you raise the crook and the flail, and this shimmering blue fire begins to light up around them. And you see flecks of blue around the room that, with the metal encasing that the Maelstrom was in, just start to come off of every inch of everything. Just little flecks of blue, and they float in your direction.
Oh God, he's summoning all the little pieces of Zed off the walls.
They float in your direction, and they begin to coalesce in front of you in the form of Zed. It is this weird blue tinted, distorted, ghostly vision of him standing in front of you, and it coalesces, and there is Zed. Zed, what do you do?
With a triumph, I hope he has his foot.
Or am I alive? Yeah. My foot's there.
He's standing. Well, he seems to be standing. He is, I guess you would call it whole. But it is not his body. For sure. This seems to be some sort of projection or something. It's not 100. It's Zed, you're there. It is you. That is you, but it is not you in your body.
This is weird.
I'll just look back at Goose. See?
You can all see that his figure is a little bit distorted, and on the edges it is there's this gosh, how do I describe it? It looks like the edges of him are being pulled in a direction. If you have loose skin and you pull it back or whatever, those weird liney things that it makes, it's doing that all around him, and it's just being pulled up and back and away from you. He seems to be
I rush Ajax up to him.
Okay.
This really hurts.
So yeah, you bring Ajax up to him, and I think you get him close, and Ajax like sniffs around, and he kind of like he looks at Zed, and he like sniffs at him, and then like cocks his head, and you can like one of his ears perk up a little bit, and then he like looks back at you, and he like sniffs again, and he like kind of he goes over towards it, but he looks really tentative, like he doesn't. Like something like he doesn't understand what's going on.
Am I able to act?
Yeah, you can do stuff within reason.
Well, do I know if I'm alive or dead?
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm asking the GM.
Oh boy, I don't think you know.
I don't have
no
a body. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you know. I think it feels. I think you can tell that you do not have a body. You are conscious, and you can perceive, and you can kind of feel, but it is not the same. And you can also feel an immense weight pulling you away.
I don't know how much time I've actually got. I'm pretty sure I'm
Do we
dead.
need to grab the orb?
Oh, I would not touch the orb. In fact, I would go find that server room and get the hell out of here.
Ajax sort of whines a bit and curls up at your feet.
I feel like I'm being pulled apart. I'll like reach down and try and give him scritches. Can I touch him?
Kinda. It's like halfway.
It's like Patrick Swayze Ghost.
Yeah, very much. Like you can do it. And he sort of like you can tell he reacts, and he doesn't seem opposed to it. Like he can tell that it's you, but also he's not. You can tell that it's also unsettling him. And all of you can also see that the edges of Zed's form are starting to like fade away. Like it's slow, but he's fading.
Well, if these are my last words, and I think they're going to be, at least for a while, till we figure something out. Tyke?
Oh, Tyke's not... I'm not there.
Oh, you're unconscious in a mech.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Somebody tell Tyke. Tell Tyke
Dan took Tyke over that way.
Take care of Sam, yeah. And tell him not to argue with Fitz. They're more alike than they probably want to admit. And,
oh yeah, Fitz is over there asleep too.
Fitz snores, and it sounds exactly like Tyke.
Yeah, both of you should definitely help those two figure their shit out. Goose, once you figure out who's responsible for your wife's murder, I want you to not spend the rest of your life pursuing vengeance. Yeah. Find something that'll give you the will to live. Carl? Take care of Goose. He's a mess. And, I'm really proud of how you've changed with this unveiling.
Well, hey, Doc, look at it this way.
That's all I got.
You don't have to worry about Bearzed anymore. I'm going to turn around and walk away.
That's true. Yeah, I have no idea where that guy is. He's probably either the red orb over there or something will happen.
When he says that, you see the orb just like flashes this like angry fiery red.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's gonna possess someone. I still have strain, maybe. I would like to lay a curse on the orb. I'd like to lay a curse on the orb.
Yeah. Okay.
And the magic trigger is gonna be fuck you, Barazel. I want to snap and curse the orb. I don't know. You want me to make a roll?
Yeah, I do. Don't know
there are curse rolls.
Yeah, if you can find a base, then that would be nice.
There are curse rolls.
Yep. So what we call a curse is an affliction.
It's an average.
Yeah. So looks like the check to inflict a minor curse is easy. This is going to be a harder one, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably the hardest curse.
So it would be hard then.
Okay, and
that's what it said.
Okay.
Like hard is the highest it gives.
Okay, and then upgrade it twice.
Okay. Because it's Bearhazel?
Well, because kind of. And then I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you 4 blue die. I'm not gonna tell you why.
Whoa. It's because I'm dead, guys. He's being nice because I'm dead.
Ethereal bravery.
Final wish.
Okay, that's a lot of success. So no triumphs this time, no despairs, 7 successes, and that's it.
Wow. Okay.
Screw
Yeah.
you,
So
Bearzel, screw you.
yeah. And you see this like golden energy wrap around the orb, and as Zed's form begins fading more and more, there's like 15% of him left. And I think, tell me if this is not what you want, but I think Ajax sort of lifts his head and like just barely stands up, because again he's super weak, and like looks at you, and you two are both like staring at this orb, and like your form kneels down and like scritches his head as it fades away, and this golden energy around the orb just eats into it like an acid eating into stone, and as you fade away, so does the orb, and you see it just disappear.
Be a good boy.
Yeah, it disappears. It atomizes into the air with like golden energy, and Zed's form disappears. And I think you have time to say like one more thing as you're scritching Ajax and disappearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi. I will always be with you all.
So as he's disappearing, I'm going to slap Fitz awake and say, you need to say goodbye to Zed, and look over and he'll be gone.
You. Yeah.
Snap my heels together.
Yeah, I think.
And just say, at ease, soldier.
Yeah, I think, okay, yeah, you say that. I think Fitz like pops awake, and he just sees the very last bit of Zed, and hears, I'll be with you all, and then he's gone. Zed is gone, and everything goes really quiet.
A mech breaking a door in the distance.
Yeah, you just hear a mech breaking a door in the distance, and everything goes quiet again, and then it happens again, and then it goes quiet, and you just, Ajax sort of whines a little bit, and then stands up and turns around and starts walking purposefully towards where you all need to go. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Oh, freaking Zaw.
Good pupper.
What a night, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know.
That's not what you expect when you conjure somebody. Not even slightly.
Wow.
Now I'm playing a dog, guys.
So, yeah, I guess now Nick is going to play Ajax.
All right, we got to redo the trailer so I can introduce myself.
Yeah, and I'm. Do we have any plugs that we would like to mention here?
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff. You can check out our friends Roland Ryder, who often raids us. He's a cool guy, streams games sometimes. Chill hang sesh, basically. Then we have Snyder's Return, the friends across the lake, who do kind of a talk show and also a live play of tabletop games, and they just have a lot of cool content, and, you know, accents are nice. And then you also got the Ace of Clubs with Jacob and I, book club podcast per season, going over all that classic dystopia sci-fi. So you can check it out. Episode 3 is coming soon on 1984.
Yummy. Jacob, where can you find us?
Yeah, you can find us at RPGsAnonymous.podiant.co. You can find us at Twitch TV /RPGsAnonymous here. You can also find us on YouTube. is just RPGs Anonymous there also. And then Twitter at RPGsAnonymous1. Also join the Discord.
And with Twitch, we picked up some new followers last week. So thanks to Thazrin. That's really cool, man. Lexus51115, friend from the Minecraft world, but thanks for being here. And Mandolin913. Good old having y'all here.
Yeah, thank you all.
Four more folks, and we hit affiliate 75 followers, which would be 29 more folks, and we get those 3 bonus episodes, man.
Yep.
So tell your friends, tell your loved ones, make them click that Twitch button.
And the cool thing about us hitting affiliate is we will start to have a very, very, very small income, so we can start putting more money into production and stuff like that. So that is really good motivation. We can start we can accelerate producing music for everything. We can accelerate some of the equipment needs, marketing, all of that stuff. So that starts when we hit affiliate in 4 followers. And then 25 later, we got bonus content. They're really good episodes, guys. I cannot stress that enough. They're very fun, very funny. We learn a lot about the world that you wouldn't know elsewise. You can obviously get by without them, but why would you want to? They're so delicious. Then also, once we start getting positive reviews from iTunes, Apple Podcasts, we'll start shouting those out. Like Carl just did, we'll shout out Twitch followers, we'll shout out Twitter followers on our Twitter on Thursdays as well via that. If you want to contact us just to shoot the shit, you can join our Discord, talk to us there, or you can email us at rpgsanonymous@gmail.com, which is also a thing. I don't know if we put that in the mentions, but we should now. And I think that's everything. Anything else we want to mention, y'all?
If you're on the Discord, you get to go to Momo's Instagram. So,
yep, yeah, and
yes, the cat who keeps turning off computers.
Yes, our illustrious Momo, the bane of the stream. I will say the Instagram is good. It is enjoyable, and we might need to find somebody that has a standard black poodle so that we can make Ajax an Instagram. Because that I'm just now realizing that would be a great, awesome thing. Can I
use Photoshop and make my Chihuahua look bigger?
And like a poodle?
and like a poodle? Let's say no on that.
Only pictures of not poodles.
Yes. Just only pictures of other dogs, and we put in just bold-faced type on the side of them, Ajax, and then that's it. All right, y'all. That's everything. So we will see y'all in the multiverse.
Deuces.